So Dusty, we are gonna teach you guys about cooking a whole wild pig.
Heck yeah.
And these pigs are a real problem, aren't they?
Huge issue. They destroy the land.
Yep.
They're going in and just like digging all the dirt up.
And not only that, they're like also destroying the areas that the birds, like the pheasants and the quails, will nest in. They just go and turn all the soil up. They also breed at an extremely rapid rate, and they're just a very aggressive animal. So it's great to be able to harvest them. It's a great source of protein. And so we're gonna cook a whole wild pig.
Heck yeah.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is butterfly this pig. And I'm actually gonna be doing a wet mop. It's what they traditionally use when they make like a Texan style barbecue in the smokers. We're gonna asado this. We're gonna make our own asado to basically butterfly and cook over the coals, and we're gonna be wet mopping it as it's cooking. So our first step is just to break this thing open, get it ready to take down to the fire.
Right on.
Similar to a deer, you've just got basically a back cavity through here that we are gonna run our knife through and break open. We might need an extra set of hands. It's giving your knife a little bit of character here.
I like it. There it is. It's kind of...
We need to like break this bone in here.
There. There we go.
This is exactly what we want. So we're basically splaying open this pig so that we're able to have it. So our asado, we're gonna have it one that runs straight down the bottom here, and we're gonna put a beam across here and a beam across here. And we just need to like butterfly it open so that we're able to, get it up on the cross. I'm just gonna cut out some of this. We don't really need. These are just some of the leftover bits of skin. The good thing about all this, it will kind of burn off as well as it cooks.
There we go.
Yeah, perfect. Right, so I'm gonna make like a brown sugar molasses kind of sauce. And while it's cooking, we're literally gonna get a mop, we're gonna dip it in the sauce, we're gonna like slap it onto the pig, and we're gonna add some caramelization and flavor into it while it's cooking. So
I saw that mop in the garage. I was wondering what it was for.
It's not, I'm not asking you to mop the floor. So I'm just gonna clean up a few these little fat pockets. This is just probably a little bit of the lining. So we can pop this back into our kill bag. And we're going to start on some little pigs. So this is just Jacob's sea salt. It's like just a pure Italian style sea salt. It's not like a kosher. It's not quite as like strong in flavor. You've still got that kind of like minerally taste. I'm just going to season this with some salt. It's going to sit with that overnight and just give our pig a little bit of flavor. We'll do both sides. Another way we can add flavor into our meat is by doing a wet brine. So not only does it add flavor, it also adds moisture into it, particularly if you're cooking an animal that maybe is a little drier. I actually thought it'd be really fun to wet brine these little piglets. So we harvested 2 baby piglets. We're going to also cook them over the fire. A smaller piglet like this is going to be, the flavor is going to be a little sweeter. It hasn't worked the land as hard. I think that it would just add an interesting flavor. So where we harvested these piglets was out near the Desert Door ranch. And so Desert Door is from Texas. They make Sotol liquor. So this is the Sotol plant here. That they actually make the liquor out of. They put these into a massive chamber where they steam them for over 24 hours. We're going to break the Sotol apart. We're going to add it to our wet brine. We're going to break it into quarters, and then we're also going to add some of the Sotol liquor to it. I've got some beautiful like white sage here. So we're going to stuff the cavities, add a bunch of other aromatics to it. We've got some beautiful oranges here, which I think would be fantastic with the Sotol. Thinking like green, herbaceous flavor profile, like very earthy. Oranges, as you can tell, not, filled with pesticides and different things, like they're just grown on a local tree that I harvested. So they're going to be a beautiful flavor. We'll cut them up, we'll squeeze them in. We're going to throw it into the cooler and give it 24 hours.
Right on.
Traditionally, you would probably want to heat it up first by cooking it on the fire for a little bit. We just ran out of time. We've been having way too much fun. So would you be a gentleman and chainsaw me up that sotol?
Yeah, you want it in quarters?
I'd love it in quarters.
You got it. Do it.
Okay, so we are going to be making a wet brine for our piglets, and you can obviously add this to any protein that you're going to be cooking. I've chosen sotol, which is what this plant is, and obviously it has that very herbaceous kind of flavor profile. Oranges, sage, some chilies, fresh garlic, and we'll throw in some salt in there as well. So we've just got a big cooler here, and we are just going to pop our carcasses like straight into there, and we're just going to add everything onto it, give it a good mix around, and give it an overnight hang time.
Right on. Let's do it.
All right, so good idea obviously to do it in a big cooler. We've already got some ice in the bottom of it. Obviously that's just going to convert to water, which is totally fine. Let's throw in our pigs. I'm going to do carcasses open, and then this guy, yep, let's put him that way in, where they're just going to get the most flavor, and probably later tonight I will give them a rotate around. We've got our sotol plant, so I'm just going to pack that in there, add some in. I've got some sage and chili I'm going to throw in his actual cavity. You want to throw some of that in for me, Dust, up there?
In the cavities?
Yep. Got a bunch of garlic here. Throw that on. Got some salt. And then I'm also going to add some of these anise seeds, which I'm not bothering pounding down. I'm just wanting them for a little bit of flavor overnight. We've got some agave nectar. I'm going to dump in there. And then let's go with the oranges. Let's squeeze those juices over it. So some orange, just straight in. A little chili, a little sage. We'll also add some water to this too. And then let's go that desert doll. I'm gonna pass
you want both of them?
Yep.
Right on.
Obviously leave ourselves a little sip.
Yeah, it's good stuff. A little bit longer.
Make a good margarita.
That is. They do make good margaritas.
They do make a good. Now what we're going to do is top this up with water just so it's covering the very top of it. Close it up and leave it overnight.